let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is your better.
Till your good is your better.
And your better is your best.
And your better is your best.
Black people.
Black people.
You were once great.
You were once great.
You shall be great again.
You shall be great again.
Lose not faith.
Lose not faith.
Lose not courage.
Lose not courage.
Go forward.
Go forward.
Uplift the race.
Uplift the race.
Harambe.
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 I'd like to call on the ancestors and the Creator to watch over us as we do this African pledge. I pledge allegiance to my people.
I pledge allegiance to my people.
The African race.
The African race.
The original man and woman of the planet Earth.
The original man and woman of the planet Earth.
And the founders of civilization.
And the founders of civilization.
I pledge to continue to struggle.
I pledge to continue to struggle.
Which will help to bring my beloved brothers and sisters.
Which will help to bring my beloved brothers and sisters
to total freedom.
To total freedom.
I pledge to study and discipline myself.
I pledge to study and discipline myself.
Spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Spiritually, mentally, and physically.
So I may grow into a soldier for justice.
So I may grow into a soldier for justice.
Because my people need strong and intelligent warriors.
Because my people need strong and intelligent warriors.
I pledge to live my life standing tall.
I pledge to live my life standing tall.
For a person on his knees is not respected.
For a person on his knees is not respected.
If I am challenged, I must say I will not surrender.
I must say I will not surrender.
My position or my dignity.
My position or my dignity.
But instead I will endure.
But instead I will endure.
Until the final victory is won.
Until the final victory is won.
Hold tap.
Hold tap.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Oh, let's get it.
9,000.
that you're my baby and I am your girl. Yeah, don't get no better than you, baby. When day comes and the night falls, I know you'll be with me, baby. Right there when I call, it feels so good.
I am so hyped, man. Oh. What's the word? What's the word? Mindset.
Make me stop loving you, baby. Oh,
Hey, man. As my man say, my cousin Storm 9000 be putting it in. He be putting in that work.
When day comes and the night falls, know you'll be with me, baby, right there when I call, and it feels so good.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh no. Make me stop loving you, baby. I never thought that a love like this could happen. It could happen, baby, oh no. I must say that I like the way it feels. 'Cause it feels so good to Man, we need to get it. We need to get it. Where we at? Let's get it. Oh, I can't get it yet because I ain't turned the lights on. We gonna let Mozzie go on and do a little bit of this thing. This is my history.
This is my history.
What? I was never born in slavery. When I speak, I mean. Damn, therefore, we are a people whose legacy transcends 400 years of European captivity. This is my history, rooted in African spirituality,
preaching and teaching to love the original self, respect nature and
ancestral veneration,
seek the righteous path to knowledge,
wise doom and overstanding of life and death,
because we live forever. As long as our children speak about our African legacy, this is my history. From Amenhotep to Malcolm X, from Hatshepsut to Asata Shakur, from the Orisha
to the Kwanzaa to Cairo to the Cape.
From Cuba to Trinidad and Tobago.
Let's get it!
From Asia to Australia. From the beginning of time.
Can we go live now? This is my history. I am history. You are history. We are history. It's going down here at the journey. And we can't do nothing but go up in 2022. Why? Because we've been sleeping on the floor for years. Come on, come on.
Drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water.
Oh, bottle. You get your bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water.
Simply pour some water.
Drink, 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 or should I say,
Live, pour, then drink.
now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Stuff don't heal like it used to.
Move your
Man.
body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam.
Just raise your glass. Come on.
Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the 4 pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Drink it, drink it, drink it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it, drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Come on. Come on. Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift, 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 lift.
Move your body.
Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. What?
Drink,
Drink, drink, drink. Come on, come on. Drink your water.
drink. Drink your water.
Family, family, family. It is so good to be here with you. And I am in the wrong thing. Hold on. I'm sorry. So, up underneath what I started, what I want to do in 2022 is I got the day before t-shirt on, right? So, yesterday was Umoja's purple, and today I want to have on the top or some color that represents the day. So, the day is Kujichagulia, and I just happened to get in the mail this new Kujichagulia hoodie. Man, those people at Gye-Nyame Journey love me, man. Look at that. Oh, man, look at that. Got that Kujichagulia. Look, Kuji born, because I am Kuji born. I'm proud of it, right? Unfortunately, I won't be able to wear it all day, so I just wanted to share it with you on the show. Let you know that you gonna represent your day, family. Really. We have our own. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Listen. I ain't even trying to get you to understand. Let me just speak it, right? We have the means to create not only the church, but create jobs for individuals in our community at this present moment, right? These shirts are a staple. I mean, like the whole Kwanzaa 365 is ours if we want it. If our community choose that we want it, and we want to make that a staple. It's like we buy it only from us, right? All over the country, we buy it only from us. We could produce the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? At this present moment, right now, Gye-Nyame and Gye-Nyame partners, the family. You know what I'm saying? Including my venture, because through my venture, we're able to print a t-shirt per minute. When right now, it'll probably take us about 7 minutes to produce a t-shirt. Now, if it's two-sided, that'll take us maybe about 14 to 15 minutes, right? But every 7 minutes, and the more we do it, the better we'll get at it. This means that we will be able to produce on, let's just say an 8-hour day, right? If we producing a shirt and we get it down to being able to produce a shirt every 5 minutes, possibly both sides, every 5 minutes, that means that within an hour, 5 times 12 is 60. So every hour, we'll be able to produce 12 shirts. Every hour. That is just in the beginning phases. Every hour, 12 shirts. If we run the press 8 to 10 hours, that's 120 shirts per day. Right? Everybody got a day they was born on. Everybody could celebrate Kwanzaa 365. If we are able just to sell 10,000 of them, I mean, I want y'all to think about the numbers that's out here that is possible, especially during this time with this whole COVID shit rolling back around and stuff like that. Come on, family. But hey, I need to remind you, are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. I'm crooked. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know this is Kujichagulia. This is my day. I'm a Kuji born. That's right. So we want to give all the Kuji born, all the Kuji babies a round of applause. Word. Take your bow, Kuji born. Take your bow. It's going down right now. Alright, now, of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simba production all day, every day, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Alright, family, we are here, we are gathered around the altar of our digital devices. We are on our digital property, on GNJ.Media, on our Spreaker station right now, and we're going to talk about, I told you I'm going list crazy. 5 ways being accountable strengthens Kujichagulia. Now, the principle Kujichagulia means self-determination, but when you really start interacting with these principles, you start understanding that it's a lot deeper than just the word self-determination or unity. It don't adequately describe these organic beings, these organic ideas, right? But it serves its purpose, right? So we're going to look at 5 ways being accountable strengthens Kujichagulia. Now, one of the things that we're going to be using on a daily basis now is I got my copy. I got some corrections that I have to make. So those that get these right now, these gonna be collector's items because they got mistakes. And I'm sitting up here like, oh man, I seen one in the first week. I'm like, oh my God, how did I miss that? But anyway, this is the black and white one. You can get it on Amazon, black and white, right? Or you could download a 21 day Goosebumps challenge, right? You get a PDF, you can print it out yourself. This is the black and white one. I'm using it right now. You can take it. It's a workbook where you can keep your dates. You can write small notes up in here. It lets you know about the principles of the day. I need to go in here. I'm going to add the color on the black and white one because I know it's kind of complicated with, you know what I'm saying, with the colors. But actually, you should know the colors. You got the days. You got the proverb of the day. I'm going to give y'all the proverb of the day so that you can work on that as well. You got the thing to set up each week, right? You can set up each week, right, to keep track of your challenge, the things that you want to work on in that week. You got the priorities, all that. But hold on. This is the black and white one. You know what I'm saying? This is the one most people going to get. You know what I'm saying? Those of you that's on your challenge, these are going to be the one you get. Those that are, you know, super serious, they're going to want the color. Look at that pretty. Look at that pretty. I mean, color costs money. Is expensive. But oh, look at that pretty. Look at that pretty mother. Oh, girl. You just turn me on. Look. She all pretty. I ain't even writing in this one. I'm just going. This one is just going to sit here. Right? And it comes in hardback too. Like I said, because eventually these will be collector's items, especially the ones now. Why? Because they got mistakes in them. I'm going to go back and fix them. So you know, like I said, those of you that's looking for some long-term investments on the culture, Brother Hatim, I make a lot of mistakes, but you know, some people going to come in and go and correct it, trying to make it look perfect. I want y'all to grab some of the stuff that's not perfect. So you can be like, see, we all make mistakes, right? Oh, all right. The mistake that's in this one is not in this one. Ooh, maybe I might need to go on and use this one. All right. But it has the color pages, the colors for the days, right? It's a little bit more open for you. So you could just do your notes and stuff like that. And then also it still has the top of the week thing. Just a little, you know, keep that over there. But, you know, now, but so right now in here I have Fix Workbook. I got to fix the workbook. And I got to get Kwame shows ready. I got to talk with Kwame because we want to start his show. But, you know, like this going to help with what we call our mindset. You know what I'm saying? Our mindsets. We have mindsets, which a mindset is a crew within the tribe that comes together and makes things and make things happen. So everybody got certain goals, and we are able to hold each other a little bit more accountable than the overall tribal system. So within the group that is able to hold themselves accountable, that want to go a little bit farther, that want to push a little bit harder, we call it a mindset within Gye-Nyame. And those of you that, because I got some old school people out there that's been with Gye-Nyame when we was even known as the Underground Railroad. Our meetings was called mindset. So what we did with the mindset, instead of having them long ass meetings, how we used to have it back in the day with Mac and Underground Railroad, rather than having a long ass mindset, we have time monitored meetings that are based on productivity and accountability. All right. And that mindset helps hold the people accountable. So when I was thinking about today, I said, well, we on Kujichagulia. What is a booster? What can make Kujichagulia come alive a little bit more in my life? And the immediate thought was accountability, right? Because I was going to talk about something else. But then I thought about it. I said accountability. So I got down and sat down here and I started writing, and I'm going to come hard with the 5 ways being accountable can strengthens Kujichagulia in your life, right? Because we need Kujichagulia in our life. Let's give Kujichagulia a round of applause. Word. Can I get my rain, please? I need some rain. I'm feeling stressed. Can I get the rain, please? Thank you. Those of you that's listening in, it's not raining outside. No. That's a nice relaxing sound. You know what I'm saying? It's available on our YouTube. I'm going to also put it up on our Spreaker. For those of you that want something to help lull you to sleep with a little bit of thunder and blah, 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 and you can feel safe and just listen to the rainstorm. You know what I'm saying? This is something that can help. And, once again, just listening to it every now and then, you help Gye-Nyame journey. So let's get to what we are supposed to do this morning. So here we go. Let's go on and let's look at a little bit of Gye-Nyame news. Shouts out to Mama Margarita. She out there. All right. My computer moving slow again. Let me go and refresh. I'm trying to take down some private messages. Don't want y'all up. I'm all up in my business. I'm all up in Brother Hightail business. They up in my business. All right. All right. So here we go. All right. Cool. All right. Some news. Gye-Nyame, in our Kwanzaa 365 gear, we're bringing out a line called Too Black. Y'all should know the response. Those of you that's out there in the chat, Too Black, right? We're bringing that out. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be dropping a commercial or two, maybe tonight or sometime, because I was working on it last night. So I want y'all to be able to check it out. I mean, like I said, because I just shared it, and already stuff starting to move. I ain't even boosted yet. So stuff started moving. So family, y'all need to go and get it, cause some of this stuff is gonna be limited editions. Actually, hell yeah, I'm gonna put out some limited editions. Also do some quick sales to see how that jump stuff off. But nonetheless, let's go on over to our news scene. Let's get our news scene where we at. There we go. Let's go and transition. We're going to do the blocks. Got the blocks. We are live. So look, I just like sharing the handiwork. I be up early in the morning. I be wanting to make sure that I give y'all quality. So I'm sending these out. This is the flyer for the day. Ooh, doggy. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and expand it. I want you to get the full effect. There we go. Come on. Where you at, sound? Turn the sound on. Come on, one more time. Boom. Kujichagulia told 5 ways being accountable strengthens. Kujichagulia. I love it. All right, boom. We're going to go on back. We're going to get up out of there. All right. So, like I said, those of you that's on the email list, y'all get that. You know what I'm saying? You could download that and you could share it on your timeline, because once again, it's spreading the culture, spreading the ideas of the culture. I'm gonna be coming with the list, because the lists are having a little bit more effect, and then on top of that, we could track a little bit more of what we're doing. Daily Toast Ritual. Okay. Look, you see that? Boom. That's one of those T-shirts. That's one of those Too Black. For those that don't know, that's a black hole in there. And of course, this is the Daily Toast Ritual, and it posts every morning at 5:45 a.m. Daily Toast Ritual. Whether you are on Spreaker or whether you are watching on one of the platforms, we got all our platforms. We got it streaming on all our platforms. Now, eventually, we're gonna have to start reducing that as well, so that we can start identifying where our people need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what works best for us? Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Facebook is not ours. You know what I'm saying? Neither is Spreaker. But, it's a little bit more equitable over on Spreaker. Now, speaking of news, one of the things that's in the news, let me check my book. Yep. I was supposed to talk about it. Here we go right here. Apple has become the first $3 trillion market value. It's worth $3 trillion. My daughter Sasha, right now, her portfolio is outdoing all of ours, because she, even though we don't use Apple products, she loves Apple, so she be buying Apple. But and her thing is outdoing ours. They've reached $3 trillion, right? First company. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they, as a company, they have more money than many of these countries. They got their value is the national budget of some of these countries. Like, I'm understanding that might be larger than what England budget is. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sitting up here like, good grief, right? And how old is Apple? I want y'all to think about that. It took them a majority of their lifespan to reach the first trillion. Now, because I want y'all to see how this works. It took them a long time to reach that first trillion. See, we ain't even talking about beings anymore. It took them took a majority of their time to reach the first trillion, which was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago at the most, right before COVID hit, right? Because the question was, who was going to reach the $1 trillion company first, Amazon or Apple? Google was in there, but it was Amazon or Apple who was going to be the first. I think Amazon might have won. No, I think Apple might have won. Then the question was, so now, because this is how the growth happens. This is why people be like, brother, how tell me, you've been doing this a long time. You know what I'm saying? Well, if it don't become successful, you supposed to stop. No, this is why I keep on talking about consistency. I want you to think about this. Apple, because I don't know if y'all remember, at one point in time, when I was coming up, Apple was the major computer for everywhere. And then all of a sudden something happened, and then Microsoft software took over, and all of the Apple computers somehow disappeared. I don't know if people remember that. And Apple seemed to start falling off. But Apple didn't stop. Apple didn't sell. You know what I'm saying? Apple kept chugging along, staying consistent, building up their core customer base. Right? Then 25 years or however long it was, they hit years, they start doing the billions, and then they hit that first trillion. A majority of their time. But I want you to imagine, and I want you to think about this. How long did it take them to get to the second trillion? And then how long did it take to get to the third trillion? The growth started happening exponentially. And I'm saying that to you, especially for those of you that's involved with Gye-Nyame Journey. I want you to understand how things grow. Some of y'all that might see the plants behind me, right? That's the bamboo plant. But if you look behind the bamboo plant, I got this little station back here. You don't know nothing until that sprout busts out, and then the growth start going exponentially. You don't know what's going on below the soil. But then all of a sudden it start growing, and then every day you look at it, it's a little bit bigger. And it's kind of amazing, and it reminds you of how growth happens, right? It's incredible. Stay consistent, family. Do your thing. Build and do your thing, right? Believe in yourself even when others don't. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with other people that could bolster you and help bolster your help build you up and help keep you supported. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, they might not be able to give you money, but they might be like, look, all right, cool, dog. Hold on. What you making? I like what you making. Surround yourself and get your core customer base, because they will sustain you regardless. It's Apple's core customer base that supports them. Then you got all of the tag-alongs. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just totally Apple. They Apple everything. If you go in their house, they got Apple TV. You know what I'm saying? If you look at their computer, they got an Apple computer. And if you look at their phone, they're using an Apple. Everything is Apple. Then you got those people that I just like the Apple phone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a difference, right? Apple has a core group that supports them and pushes them through. So it took them 25 years to reach the first trillion. Took them a little bit over a year to reach the second trillion. And it probably took them less than a year to make the third trillion. I want y'all to understand that shit. That's called exponential growth. You don't notice the exponential growth at the lower stages. It's when it gets big. And this is where a lot of us miss out. Because we just want to see the big. We want to see the thing that we can see with our eye rather than what's happening up under the earth. All right, let me keep moving. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I get. China is on the move. China artificial sun has just hit a new nuclear fission milestone. Now, you go and read that for yourself. That's for my science nerds. China, America, and all these other countries are in a rush to try to get to this energy piece, right? Once they reach that energy, the piece where they're able to do fusion, and create fusion energy, it would generate free energy that they will be in control of as a country, that they will be able to build up their economy and get other economies dependent upon them. See, understand that this thing that we are involved in, war happens in many different. War don't just mean I have to go and just kill you. War means that I am fighting to get control of your resources. Now, you could come with the resources, or I can eliminate you. Right? But if you stay with the resources, this means that now you are on land that I own, and you have to work it for me and pay me for your right to exist on what is now mine. Right? This doesn't mean I have to kill you. I could come in, I could do hostile takeovers. I could have something that you need. And the key piece that we have to start developing in our community is a mind state to start getting our people and our young people into fields where we are able to create things where people have to come see us. Oh, you can't just force this out. You know what I'm saying? Think about, you learn about it in the comic books. Think about Wakanda. What makes Wakanda great? Oh yeah, Wakandans are very smart people all over Africa. You know what I'm saying? In the comic book universe, smart people everywhere. Well, what makes Wakanda unique? Wakanda has something that everybody has to come see them for. Or at least they had. I don't know if it came back yet. But y'all know what I'm getting at. What do people have to come and see us for? What is something, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, a staple for Gye-Nyame Journey is going to be us being able to create the t-shirts. Now, right now, we got to buy the t-shirts from others right now. But what happens when we build up enough resources where we are able to go to Ghana or go to a African country that grows that grows cotton, or comes up with some type of process to create t-shirts, right? What happens when we are able to invest in that and get a direct link to where we could control the production of shirts, the production of clothing, because we have an in where other people don't. And not only can we make our stuff, now we can secretly make other people's stuff. But it starts with us believing in us and investing in us, right? You know, but it gets back to the thing. But anyway, China's artificial sun. Everybody's in a rush for this energy supremacy. Once you are able to provide your people with energy, you free up their time. So now you get people thinking about other things. See, because I want you to think about this. The way they got us thinking about society is that it's survival of the fittest. Yeah, when we are in the wild, yes, it's survival of the fittest, right? You know what I'm saying? My fault, I take that back. It is survival of the fittest. But in different environments, there's different types of fitness. You understand what I'm saying? In the wild, yes, you do need the strong, right? But as we start moving and doing civilization, we have to start cultivating different types of fitness. The type of fitness that works right now is not only being able to have somebody to protect the brain, but having that brain that's able to work and is able to use that kuumba to create shit that nobody else got. Anyway, I'm gonna go. You know, and what going back to the energy, what energy provides is it provides the freedom for you to start investing in that. The freedom for your people to actually start pursuing the things that they love. Because that's where that stuff comes from. When people start finding what they were born for and start pursuing their love. And it's like, and the finances are there for them to do that. Of course, you're going to have some people that's going to blow it off. But you're going to have other people that's going to take what they have and make more. I think that's the only article I posted up today. All right, yeah, that's the only article. Took me a long time, but it's cool. All right, be on the lookout for that 2 Black commercials coming out soon. It's coming out soon. All right, let's go on to full screen. All right, so family, now what we are about to do, we are about to move into the proverb of the day. All right, toasters, all right, tribe members. Now get your pens out. Get ready for the proverb of the day. Are you ready? Once the teeth are together, they can crack the bone. Say, what you doing, Brother Hatim? I'm writing it down. Once the teeth are together, they can crack the bone. All right, once the teeth are together, they can crack the bone. Now, you can take time in your workbook to kind of define that for yourself. You don't have to stay within the lines. You can write all over the page. I'm going to be thinking about that one all day. You know what I'm saying? Also, I got to get ready for my mindset meeting tonight, right? And for some of y'all out there, some of y'all, we will be, as we start our 21-week training, we will be having mindsets. We'll break the groups down into workable numbers for those that are serious, and we will invite you to mindsets so that we go and start working on making some shit happen. All right, so proverb of the day, proverb of the day. Once the teeth are together, they can crack bone. What does it mean to you?
It's the proverb.
FFGF, folk tales for grown folks. Let's get it. What's the folk tale? All right, we got the folktale of the day is the lamp. You can write down that in your book. Y'all see me? I'm trying to keep up. The lamp. A lamp soaked with too much oil and flaring brightly boasted that it gave more light than the sun. Then a sudden puff of wind arose, and the lamp was immediately extinguished. Its owner lit it again and said, "Boast no more, but henceforth be content to give thy light in silence. Know that not even the stars need to be relit." Ooh, come on now. Y'all, let me read that for you again. A lamp soaked with too much oil and flaring brightly boasted that it gave more light than the sun. Then a sudden puff of wind arose, and the lamp was immediately extinguished. Its owner lit it again and said, "Boast no more, but henceforth be content to give thy light in silence. Know that not even the stars need to be relit." Ooh, lesson, humbleness. Be humble. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Y'all gotta go and work it out for yourself. Right? But anyway, that was dope. Let's get it. All right, so the show topic today is I'm going to go down and do 5 things, 5 ways being accountable. Yeah, I know I should have had all this written out. Strengthens. I'll start once I get into the habit. Strengthens Kuji. And this is my principle. So we're gonna move to that. Anime, if we could, could you please, baby, could you please, anime, could you please hit me with some theme music, please. Well, first, get everything set up. Is everything set up? Is everything ready? All right, can I get the war horn, please? Word. War horn has sounded. Can I get my theme music on, please? Like a good Kujichagulia man in the Kujichagulia hoodie. I'm thinking all the time. So, let's get to it. 5 ways being accountable strengthens Kujichagulia. Now, for those that don't know, those of you that are on our email list, you get a nice little write-up with the stuff. And, of course, you got to come to the discussion to kind of build on them. But the discussion shouldn't end here. I am just throwing out my ideas from the Gye-Nyame perspective, and I'm doing these so that we can start having discussions among ourselves or out in the community and stuff like that. Whether you agree, whether you don't agree, whether you think I should have added this, or maybe we should take something away, because we have to start really having these strong, hard discussions about our philosophy, our way of thinking, our way of knowing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got to start doing this type of work, right? And being able to categorize stuff and really look at it deeply and demonstrate that, so that our children, when they get the principles, they just don't get the principles and just, I'm able to say, Umoja, Kujichagulia, Ujima, Jama, Nia, Kumbinamani. It's deeper than just you being able to parrot us. We want you to seriously think about it. My goal is to have people doing deep treatises on the use of the Nguzo Saba. Deep treatise on the use of the concept of too black, too strong, and how it affected the Simba nation and spilt out, and being able to do documentaries and stuff like that, because we show that we are putting some value behind the process, right? And this comes from us really sitting down and wrestling with what does Kujichagulia mean? And what are some of the major components of Kujichagulia? And what makes it possible for us to, in a sense, light the flame of Kujichagulia with us, within us, and within our groups, and keep it burning so it won't get blown out like that candle, like that, like we just talked about in that folktale, like that lamp. We want to make sure that it keeps burning. So what is some of the fuel that we could give? And one of the things that came to me this morning was the concept of accountability, right? Accountability is something that a lot of us in our organizations, in our lives, we jump over. I'm grown. I don't have to be accountable to no one. I'm accountable only to God, right? Which really does absolutely nothing for us as a group. Where's the accountability to the family? Where's the, better yet, even deeper, where's the accountability to the tribe? See, because once we start allowing people to reduce us down to this rugged individual, because that's a reduction process. We get reduced down to the rugged individual. We start existing in a reality that was never designed for our success. And it was never designed for even your success. Because any success that you get as a rugged individual can be taken away from you by a rugged tribe. And it will be. Right? Even if you make it your whole life and you've been able to take care of everybody around you, and you're not putting them in positions of power, and you're not doing the things that you need to do, because you ain't accountable to nobody. You don't owe nobody nothing. I'm doing this out the grace of my heart. You die, and all of a sudden your children are broke. Why? Because other systems and you fall prey to systems that were set up by other tribes to go and pillage others. This is what happens, right? So what I wanted to do was to start looking at the whole concept of this accountability and how it powers Kujichagulia, and not only Kujichagulia, but all of the Nguzo Saba, or as we might call it, the M7, right? How it empowers it. Right? Because once we start being able to be held accountable, it does something to us, and it does something for the group. It changes. So one of the first things is, number one, you're held accountable to the community values and standards. There are community values and standards, right? So once we start allowing ourselves to be held accountable, you know what I'm saying? We have to add value and standards, because there are things There are things that we will do and things we will not do. You know what I'm saying? We're held accountable to the community now. We're held accountable to the tribe. Maybe I should have put tribe in there. We're being held because those values and those standards, we are being measured against. We can measure who and what we are. When the society tells us we shouldn't have to measure it, even though they measure theirs, they measure their people. You know what I'm saying? How do you know what I'm saying? That's why they have biographies. You know what I'm saying? So people could tell you how they measured up in their moment in history. Right? And it's not just, because I want you to understand, history is a group thing. It's not an individual thing. You know what I'm saying? If it was just about individuals, we wouldn't need history. I'm just saying. But for some of us, we have fallen into this this mind fuck where we think that history is about individuals when it's not. Nobody cares about the history of anybody unless they had some effect on the world. So this means history is a group project. History is a group thing. Right? So when you look back at history and you measure somebody, you measure them up against their time. And did they keep the values and the standards of what they stood for or who they were standing for? And the question is, are you doing it? And what community and what tribe do you belong to that you could be held accountable to? Right? Because a lot of us get away with this bullshit. I'm grown. I even tried myself. But we need to have those circles where we can't do that shit. Well, motherfucker, check you on that. Well, if you grown, then you go out there and exist by yourself then. Stay the fuck away from us. Right? I'm just saying. We have to be willing to start saying this stuff. Saying these harsh words to people. Because if you're not part of the collective, if you're not part of the tribe, if you're not part of the group, then why are you here? Why are you getting the services from the tribe? Why are you getting the protection and demanding the protection? Like, I can't stand when people be running around talking about they're unprotected and they're alone and they're by themselves, but they do everything to be by themselves. They do everything to be an individual. They live their best life and they want everybody to stand up for their right to live their best life regardless of what they're doing to the rest of the community. Not even contributing. You living your best life. The rest of your community is struggling. The rest of your tribe is struggling. If you even got a tribe, you by yourself, but you want everybody to rally around you to give you the right to do what the fuck you do. No. Time for accountability. You're held accountable to the community, values, and standards. You got something to be measured against. Number 2, you're accountable for your actions and your words. So now you got to measure what you say and what you do. And does it measure up to the standards of your tribe? Does it measure up to the values of your tribe? Does it measure up to the value of your people? Does it measure up to the standards of your people? Now, these standards are set by the group. They might be old or they might be new. But these standards have to be there so that you can be held accountable for your actions and your words. What you do and what flows out your mouth. Now that, right, action and words stem from your thoughts. So if you are going to start working on controlling your actions and your words, right, it's going to force you to start pruning your thoughts. Because a lot of the useless, crazy thoughts that you might have in your mind about life, you're going to have to start pruning those to line up with the values and the values and the standards of the tribe or the community you belong to. Next, number 3, your accountability helps you reach your goal. By you being accountable, now not only does it help you reach your goals, it help you get the mindset that you got to start establishing goals. And now you have a check-in mechanism where you can say, hey, I reached my goals or I didn't reach my goals. What's the consequences? See, accountability introduces that thing called consequence that a lot of us don't like dealing with. Your accountability helps you reach your goals. By you being held accountable, not only by yourself, but you being held accountable by a group, because you're supposed to deliver something. If that something is you becoming a better person, if you don't deliver it, there are consequences. So now it helps you focus and accomplish what it is you set out to do. Number 4, being held accountable gives you motivation to reach your goals and limits. Hell yeah, it gives you a motivation. That's almost, it's similar to it helps you reach your goal, but being held accountable gives you motivation to reach. It helps give you motivation because now you know that you can't have, like some of us, we got a little secret journal. Oh, I didn't do it this time, but I'll do it next. No. When you get held accountable, right? It gives you motivation because now you got to face others. You got to, in a sense, go back to be like that candle. You got to humble yourself. The lamp, in the story of the lamp, you got to humble yourself. See, being part of a tribe requires you to exercise some principles that the society tell you that you shouldn't have to practice. You got to humble. Sometimes you got to wrestle with shame. I could have did it, but I was just too tired. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know what I'm saying? Even though I would sleep all day, I just, you know what I'm saying? It gives you motivation to reach your goals and limits because you are going to be weighed, not just by yourself sitting in your room doing your little notes. You're going to be held responsible by a group, by others. Last, number 5, accountability is a significant contributor to the strength of your character. By you being held accountable, right? You knowing that you're being measured not only by yourself, not only by your standards, and not only by the standards of some mysterious guy. You're being held accountable by people that you actually know that you can actually touch and that they can reach out and touch you. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to definitely strengthen your character, right? Because a lot of times we do actions because like I used to tell people working with young people that there's a distinct difference between young people who run into consequences for their actions and young people who don't. I'm just saying, right? There's the same thing in the animal kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like I notice that right now in the line of my adventure where, you know, in the journeys that I'm doing, I'm noticing a lot of young people are bad because it's convenient. What I mean? Because you're supposed to be able to talk with them in an affirmative type way and build them up, even though they are involved in some serious fuckery and they need to be checked. So you have to stay positive. Accountability, and this right here doesn't allow for the character to be challenged, right? It actually makes the character weaker. Why? Because the individual doesn't have to push against something. The individual doesn't have to get consequences, which is like putting a weight on someone. It's no way. Here, let me lift that burden off of you. You don't have to humble yourself. You don't have to apologize for your actions. We all are worthy. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to humble yourself. You understand what I'm saying? We all get those feelings. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't allow for strength. Strength comes by struggle. Strength comes when you meet a force. In order to become stronger, you got to push against a force or pull against a force. It's you against. See, strength training is warrior training because it requires some form of conflict. On all, and in some cases on all 5 levels. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. But for some reason, see, and I ain't gonna even say for some reason, I understand perfectly why. You know what I'm saying? We are allowing our children to be involved in systems that does not require them to be held accountable, to be put up in front of and spoke to about what they're doing in a real fashion, because it makes you weak. And what better way than for me to destroy you than is to make you and your following generations weaker? Just saying. All right, but that's the 5. Let's start over. I'm gonna read them. Recap. 1. You're held accountable to community values and standards. Number 2, your accountability for your action. You are accountable for your actions and words. Number 3, your accountability helps you reach your goals. Number 4, being held accountable gives you motivation to reach your goals and limits. Accountability. And number 5, accountability is a significant contributor to the strength of your character. All right. Please post up your views, your thoughts, your ideas. Let's have some conversation around these. Go back and listen to the last few episodes because I'm going list crazy this year. I'm going list crazy. All right. Anime, if you would, baby, please. And that's been the wrap for the day. And family, you know that I'm... You're damn right. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, class dismissed. Now get the hell up out my classroom. Now, I had something pop up, so hold on for a second. I shall return.
Minute by minute.
Minute by minute.
Hour by hour.
Hour by hour.
You lose your history.
You lose your history.
You lose your power.
You lose your power.
Minute by minute.
Minute by minute.
Hour by hour.
Hour by hour.
You lose your faith.
You lose your faith.
You lose your power.
You lose your power.
If it is to be,
If it is to be,
it's up to me.
it's up to me.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about the people around me.
I feel good about the people around
I
me.
feel goodness all around me.
I feel goodness all around me.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
Cause I walk with good.
Cause I walk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I am good.
And I am good.
And that feels real good.
And that feels real good.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Never let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is your better.
Your good is your better.
And your better is your best.
And your better is your best.
Black people.
Black people.
You were once great.
You were once great.
You shall be great again.
You shall be great again.
Lose not faith.
Lose not faith.
Lose not courage.
Lose not courage.
Go forward.
Go forward.
Uplift the race.
Uplift the race.
Harambe.
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 I'd like to call on the ancestors and the Creator to watch over us as we do this African pledge. I pledge allegiance to my people,
I pledge allegiance to my people.
the African race,
The African race.
the original man and woman of the planet Earth,
The original man and woman of the planet Earth.
and the founders of civilization.
And the founders of civilization.
I pledge to continue to struggle,
I pledge to continue to struggle.
which will help to bring my beloved brothers and sisters
Which will help to bring my beloved brothers and sisters
to total freedom.
to total freedom.
I pledge to study and discipline myself,
I pledge to study and discipline myself.
spiritually, mentally, and physically,
Spiritually, mentally, and physically.
so I may grow into a soldier for justice.
So I may grow into a soldier for justice.
Because my people need strong and intelligent warriors.
Because my people need strong and intelligent warriors.
I pledge to live my life standing tall.
I pledge to live my life standing tall.
For a person on his knees is not respected.
For a person on his knees is not respected.
If I am challenged,
If I am challenged,
I must say I will not surrender
I must say I will not surrender
my position or my dignity.
my position or my dignity.
But instead I will endure
But instead I will endure
until the final victory is won.
until the final victory is won.
Hold tap.
Hold tight.
Alright, we are back, we are back, we are back. I just need to go on and adjust something real quick. It's real like, oh God, I messed up so bad. Alright, I guess I'll have to change it inside. But anyway, so family, now we are about to go and pour for the moment. We about to pour for the moment. So, if you could, grab your glass or whatever, your cup, preferably you got a glass now if you've been with us long enough. You got your little glass, your little sacred glass. Get your health drink. Come on now. During these Amarian times, you know what I'm saying? Amarian is out there dancing on people and putting people, you know what I'm saying? Having them fall into trances for 8, 9, 10 days, right? So we don't want to give our Amarian any space. We want to strengthen up those immune systems, right? And that, matter of fact, pow! Family, make sure you get on some of that Baynu Health. Call Baynu, CMOS, call Baynu Health. If you would, go to cmos.GNJ.media. That's cmos.GNJ.media. We got our 2-ounce packs, right? $12, shipping and handling included, anywhere in the continental United States. Now other places, I'm going to have to talk with you. If you're somewhere else and I need to send it, because I'm sure going to let you know how much it's going to cost. Be honest with you, as much as I possibly can. But we got 2 ounces, quality. They call it wild crafted CMOS. You gonna get it, and then like I said, if you need help preparing it on the other end, because we don't send out, I ain't sending my jars out until I find out how to do it properly, and because I don't want to send that out and then it be spoiled, and anyway. But anyway, we are about to do our toast. For those of you that want to get your ancestors on the list, right? What you do is go to GNJ.media. Go to GNJ.media, and if you could, find where you can put your email address in there, and click follow and get on our email list so that you can get word on when we are going live. I hope I sent it out. Yeah, I sent it out. All right, woo. All right, I'm about to say. Oh man, I was gonna go back and post up on Instagram the link. Let me see if I can post up the link on there. Alright, today they won't let me go to post. Alright, but anyway, I'll see about posting it up. But anyway, those that want to get their ancestors on the list, it's a very simple process. The only thing that you have to do is once you start receiving emails from us on the email list, all you got to do is respond to it, and you can put in your tagline or byline or subject line. Could you add my ancestors to the list? Hashtag ancestors, and just give us the list. Make sure you are mindful that other people might want to add some stuff as well. They might want to add some stuff as well. So please be mindful of that. All right? Be mindful of it. Be mindful of it. Don't be hogging. Don't be trying to hog up all the space. You know how some of y'all get. We know how some of y'all get. All right? So so go and do that. So now let's first we're going to also, you can go to GNJMedia.support, do the same thing, or you could join our private Facebook group, right, and do the same. Or I mean, if you on our page, you can also inbox us. But a lot of that stuff is going to take some time because I don't check all that stuff right away, but I do check my emails. All right, so we lift up our glass first to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We're saluting that Creator as we do every day at 5:45 a.m. You know what I'm saying? We lift up our glass 5:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every morning. We lifting it up and we say Ashe. From there we lift up our personal ancestors, which we toast and we say by name every day at 5:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time once again on GNJ.media, or check out our podcast. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there we move to the present moment. Right now, we are on the moment of Kujichagulia, family. I am asking you to open up your reticular formation and seek out Kujichagulia, right? Talk about Kujichagulia. Use Kujichagulia in your presentation. Use the word. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are like, it's self-determinant. You know what I'm saying? Start using your words. Start, how you tell your kid, start using your words. Start using the words of your culture. Let's start building. right? Let's start teaching people the words so that they can have an understanding of what we're saying. And, because they be like, oh, you mean self-determination? Well, it's a little bit deeper than self-determination, but, you getting the idea. You in the ballpark, right? Also, family, we understand the power of the moment. We want to take full advantage of the moment. We want to operate in the moment in power and in grace. You know what I'm saying? We want to do our thing in the moment, right? So we lift up our glass. We lift it up. And we say, before we say Ashe, hold on. For those that don't speak the language, Kujichagulia means self-determination. The demonic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo, as you can see by my hoodie, right? Get your merch over at merch.GNJ.Media. Go and support the journey. Correspondence is the Hermetic principle. Male name is Kwabena, female name is Abina. So we lift up our glass, we salute this moment, we salute the power in this moment, and we salute Kujichagulia, and we lift up and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we lift up, we toast our children's children on to infinity, we lift them up high, and with that, we lift it up, and we say, Ashe. From there, we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to toast those family members, those tribe members, extended family, extended tribe, who might be in need of that healing, balanced energy. And we're sending it out. Right now, come to mind is Brother Kwesi, Brother Illumina or Elder Illumina, Elder Tony West, and Elder Debbie Bowie. We lift up our glass. We salute and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And go out and conquer the day. Sprinkle, y'all can stick around. Play the exit music. My exit music. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. I'm getting old, man. Yesterday I was trying to think of some stuff. I couldn't even put the words together. I was confused. I was like, oh my God. Oh, this is what age feels like. So I'm going to sip a little bit. Get ready for my day. Get ready for my soup breakfast.
Mr. Diddy.
Man, it has dried up. And the smell has even changed. I keep telling y'all, ambrosia is alive. It's a living food. All right. I hear you. Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving. Get it moving. Say what? Say what? Those of you out there on the Goosebumps Challenge, man, y'all go and get your Proverbs together. Get your book, your Goosebumps Challenge book, and go and keep your notes. You know what I'm saying? Because you are documenting history. You are a historical being. You know what I'm saying? You are in the midst of a major moment. Go and do your work. And all of y'all, regardless whether you're on a challenge or not, regardless you're in the tribe or not, thank you for listening. And go out and conquer today. I'm going to give you one more tune to go away on. This is one of my favorite. Of course, y'all know it's Rashawn by the Black Airbenders. This is Storm 9000 and Eddie Baird on sax. Let's get it. We out, fam. Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead. Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead. We out.